Peace with the game of basketball. Thank you very much.
When Jordan's farewell tour came to a close, not all of his teammates were unhappy.
I've had guys in that locker room curse at me this year, show no respect. And Michael stepped in immediately and said, we don't treat our coach that way. All these guys who thought he took away from their games this year, they're going to find out what he brought. Sometimes be careful what you wish for. You might get it.
Do they answer to Michael? Do they answer to Doug? Who do they answer to? Or do they answer to both? And I just know that he had a hard time communicating with some of the players who had developed a certain status in the league, and they thought maybe they weren't getting the respect that they deserved because Michael Jordan was on the team.
Nobody has ever wanted it as bad as Michael Jordan has wanted it. To judge them against his own character is one of his problems.
Some people even believe that I prohibited some of the guys from growing up, and I disagree with that.
The worst thing that you can do as a manager is to fail and then blame your people for it. And that's what Jordan did with the Wizards.
I think he kind of went off on a tangent by playing 2 years instead of just continuing as the general manager and try to make the team better from that aspect rather than stepping out and stepping on the floor and try to help out by also playing. I think he should have just picked one road and stuck with it.
In 2003, Washington finished 37-45 for the second consecutive season and again fell short of the playoffs.
The Wizards organization is in shambles, and that's a direct result of Michael Jordan running the team for 3.5 years.
So a competitor, sometimes not being as successful is a great send-off, to know that you got to move on to do other things. That's how I looked at this.
Jordan's abrupt dismissal from the Wizards in May of 2003 was not only caused by dissension among his teammates, but something that stung far worse. His work ethic as an executive was challenged.
One of the prime examples, I think, is Jerry West, who was a great player, became a great executive because he would put in the hard time that was necessary, sitting in basketball arenas where he's watching people that are never going to be in the league, but you learn stuff. Jordan was never willing or able to do that.
You can't picture Michael Jordan sitting back retired. I'm quite sure he'll be in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas and hunkered over some 4-foot putt with an ungodly amount of money riding on it. For his sake, I hope he finds a way to find some happiness or joy just living a normal life, but I don't quite see that happening.
In his last season with the Wizards, Michael Jordan's drive to succeed may well have eclipsed his ability to lead. He reportedly refused his coach's request that he be a sixth man and threatened to make personnel decisions based on who got him the ball. If Jordan's crown had slipped because he stayed too long, his enduring image will be not of smallness, but of majesty. For Sports Century, I'm Chris Fowler.